Social Media University. I want to hear your thoughts on Clubhouse. What do you like about the platform? What do you not like? And what do you see for the future?
I like the honeymoon phase of Clubhouse, right? Like you just join, you're hearing everything for the first time, you're connecting with people for the first time. We met on Clubhouse through a good mutual friend, and I love that. Like I like meeting people, but the things that I don't like are that it gets very repetitive very quickly, and you find yourself spending a lot of time, and it's hard to get off it when you're in it because it feels very competitive in terms of follower growth, in terms of this and that. Whereas other platforms aren't necessarily the same way. It's because everybody's so attached to those things that I think it brings some of the negative things about it. And it's also people who are like, I'm so busy, I'm working all day, but then you look and they're on Clubhouse all day. So it's that interesting combination of things. But, holistically speaking, I think the user interface is fantastic and the platform idea is fantastic. It's just there are a lot of people who, wear a lot of caps on the on their bios and in their speech and rhetoric. So that's one of the things that I don't like about it. But overall, cool people, great opportunity. Test it out. Don't spend all day on it.
Yeah. And I saw that you posted something on LinkedIn very recently about Clubhouse and how that's one of my biggest concerns about the platform is the fact that there is none of these other things that people could typically go through and they can smell out people who are full of it. Whereas there's less of that here. And especially with how it's structured, if people are in a room with a ton of people in it, they automatically think they're being productive. They don't understand that they're just being sold to, and they could be being sold to by someone who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. So definitely agree with you. I think there's a lot of value to be had if you use it very strategically, and be careful about how much time you're spending on there because you can lose a whole day on Clubhouse really quickly. And oftentimes I'll go into a room and I'll even catch myself being like, I've heard this conversation 40 times. And it's like, at that point, you got to leave because otherwise you're just going to get stuck in there.
Bro, there's no better example that I can give than the following. I joined this group because I was curious what they were talking about. It was millionaires talk about how to make $1 million. I joined the group. They add me as a moderator. I'm not a millionaire. I don't have $1 million. I shouldn't be a moderator. Somebody who just joins that group, they look at my bio, they're like, oh, this dude, super legit, this and that. I'm not a millionaire. I should not be speaking on this subject. Nobody else knows that. I didn't even request to be added. Some dude just freaking added me. Yeah. Like that is the insanity in and itself. And the only person I would feel comfortable using as an example is myself.